How is your Saturday going? If you're watching this live, and or perhaps not live, say sometime today or sometime in the future. So how are you? How's your day going? How has the past couple of hours, depending on how far you've gone in your day, how has it gone? Welcome. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Deshala Shoson. I'm a certified family systems engineering practitioner. I am a peak performance coach and I am interested in helping. All right, that is why I do this. So we've talked about you. We've talked about how important you are in the scheme of things, and we've talked about controlling your thoughts because your thoughts control your decisions and your decisions determine your results, right? So we've acknowledged how important it is to get your thoughts under control, and we've said a good way to do that is meditation, right? And then when you have a picture, when you have set goals and you've decided this is what I want to achieve, then you begin to visualize that future that you see, and you set your brain in roadmap mode such that your brain is aware and conscious of those goals that you have set, of those desires that you have articulated, right? Because it's important to be as specific as possible so that your mind has good quality raw materials to work with. So you have set these goals and you have put your brain in the mode where it is finding solutions, it is reaching inside you. Remember, we said everything you will ever need is within you. It's reaching inside you to find solutions. It is pointing, so to speak, pointing your awareness to the areas that they're supposed to be directed at. So somebody's talking about you want to, what's a good goal? You want to lose some weight, right? You want to lose some weight, and then you find out that you're scrolling through Instagram, and then it's as though everyone who does something about weight loss, maybe a dietitian or someone who is involved in physical exercise or something, or those shady tea situations, they pop up and you become aware of them. It's because you have set that goal, you have decided this is what you want to do, and then your mind is aware of it and it is conscious, and then it is pointing those possible solutions out to you, right? So another part that you can take charge of to get your results and get your goals sorted and brought from your mind to reality is your routines. Routines are critical. Routines are what you do on a consistent basis. Like we said, once you have formed a habit, then it becomes default, right? So the idea is to develop a set of routines that you can default to that are taking you in the direction that you want to go, right? On the other side, there are routines that are not helping you. We'll be talking about habits much later, but today we're focusing on routines. So you need to have a set of things that you do on a consistent basis. That's where you can harness the power of the compound effect because of the consistency. So say you want to become good at playing the piano, for instance, then you need to schedule your time, because that's the resource that you're in control of to a large extent. Schedule your time such that you have piano practice or piano classes scheduled on a consistent basis into your day, right? And the best way to get this under control or to utilize this tool is to track. Now, what you don't measure, you can't change, you can't modify, you can't effectively adjust, right? So you need to measure, you need to track your time. So my recommendation is for you to schedule your time from your active time now, your uh, from when you wake up to when you go to bed. You need to schedule each item that you will be using your time for intentionally. So if you tell me you're particular about self-development and I see your routine tells me whether this is true or it's just wishful thinking. Because when you don't have routines that can guarantee your results, then you're dreaming big, you're dreaming large, you're wishing. Nothing is going to change, nothing is going to happen, right? So you want to deploy this by monitoring your time. Now, people that don't have any horse in the race will plan for your time for you, especially when you haven't made that plan by yourself. But if you have a schedule, you have a routine, a daily organized plan of what you do at every point in the day, especially in the direction of where you're going, then when someone says or someone suggests something that is contrary to that, because you have made a plan, you have something to refer to. So you can actually say, oh, I'm not available at this time, because you're doing something that is important to you. Now, you must learn to be able to say, to understand that no is a complete sentence, so that you don't explain and justify your actions or your thoughts or your preferences to every and everybody. You must be able to say, oh, I'm not available. And that's that about that. But you won't be able to say that if you have not scheduled your time, right? So what I'm going to ask you to do is to take a pen and paper, list your active hours in the day. And hi, thank you Taiwo, for joining. If when you schedule your time, you have your active hours in a day, from when you wake up, say 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. and that, as detailed as possible. The devil is in the details, like they say. We don't know the devil, but it's a saying, right? So your results are in the details, in how detailed you are. So when you have put that schedule in place, you schedule meals, you schedule family time, because if you say your family is important to you, your daily schedule will show that, right? And like I said, if you don't schedule your time, you won't know how much time you're spending on, say, social media, for instance. You won't know how much time you spend eating that meal, especially if you are like me and you like to watch something on TV while you eat. If you don't have a schedule in place, a routine, a detailed routine in place, that time will pass quickly, right? And once it's gone, it's gone, right? So you want to organize your time. You want to have a daily schedule. Now, it should be routine enough for you to abide by it, because that's the discipline part. But then there are some times that some things happen, right? So you have scheduled so and so for a particular time, say reading a book, okay, for a particular time, and then life happens, there's an emergency, you can't do that. It's not for you to beat yourself up, but it's for you to track and be aware and be conscious that at this point in time, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I take this further by setting alarms. Now, my sister was with me the other day, and we were on a trip outside Lagos, and my alarms kept going off. Now, I had taken that day off, right? But my alarms are set for the week. And she was like, come, how many alarms do you have? And it was so funny because they keep me in check, right? That is how I use alarms. Now, I'm a mom, so I have obligations. I have people that did not send me message, right? I call them my employers. So they want me to do this at this particular time, or I need to do this at this particular time. So I found out that what has helped me not to drop the ball, especially in things that are important to me, like meal times, like their bedtime, like a few other things when they were much younger, especially, is setting alarms for everything. So I can be busy working, and when the alarm for lunch goes up, guess what? Work has to be suspended because my children need to eat. So I go and fix them a meal, and I mostly work from home. Exactly. Exactly. I mostly work from home. So I need to get up and get that done and then get back to what I was doing. But if I didn't have a plan, then I could leave whatever it is I was doing, fix lunch, and then something comes up, and then something comes up, and then there's a phone call, and then there's one thing or the other, right? And when that day is gone, it's gone. And that is the time that you have. That's the productive time that you have. And that is the efforts that you are required to put in to get your goals sorted, right? So once you have decided this is what I want to achieve in this particular area, now typically the areas you want to consider are your health, your family, your career, and I'm trying to look for where I made the list. Okay, I'm going to keep looking. So you want to be particular about specific areas in your life that require attention. Your health is important, so you want to schedule exercise. This is a suggestion. It is not by any means cast in concrete. You have to do what works for you. Now, I don't know what your goals are. If I were coaching you and you wrote these routines, then I can measure I can help determine if the routine that you have decided on will get you where you're going in a decent amount of time, right? But I'm not coaching you personally, all right? So this is a suggestion. So like I said, you want to pay attention to your health because it's your body that's going to get you to that place. It's your body that is going to enjoy the benefits of you hitting those goals and reaching that height that you want to reach. So you want to take care of your body. It's important. Then you want to you want to take care of your family. You want to have your family in consideration when you're setting up your routine, because after everything, what will be more important? Nobody on their deathbed, say at 90 or 100, felt, oh wow, I should have spent more time at the office. No, usually it's like, I should have spent more time with my son or my daughter or my grandchildren or whatever. So you want to prioritize your family, then you want to prioritize your career or your what you do for money. Okay, if you're an entrepreneur, you want to prioritize your business. If you're just starting out in business, you want to schedule time intentionally for that area of your life. So when you're setting these goals, take that into consideration. When you're drawing up your routine, take all of that into consideration and factor in rest time, a time to unwind and relax and replenish your strength, regain your strength, so that you can have enough energy to dive in again. So that is my encouragement for you. If you don't plan your time, people that don't have a horse in the race will plan it for you. So organize yourself, organize your time, and leverage the power of consistency. Consistently touching on something that is important to you, on a goal that you want to achieve, will get you results eventually, right? On a consistent basis. There's nobody who has ever, say, lost weight by walking once a week. No, that's not going to get you results. Even if you walk 20 kilometers, which you're not going to be able to do, but the consistency of having a 30-minute walk every day will get you results faster than that once in a while, once in a blue moon trek to the farthest place you can think of. So leverage the tool that is routines today. Schedule your time, organize yourself so that you can make the most of your active hours in a day. All right, that is my encouragement today. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bayo. Thank you both for joining this afternoon. I hope this has helped somebody, and I believe that everything will work out together for your good and for you, and that all your dreams will come true. All right, thank you so much for watching. Yes, consistency. Thank you so much for watching. We will talk again soon. All right, now bye.